Kick-ass facts, the history of toys continued. Pew, 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 pew! The 1930s were a wild time. As vibrators began to appear in more and more erogenering movies, it became harder for manufacturers to advertise them as massagers, and they slowly started to disappear from magazines and mail-order catalogs. The Andis Stopping toy was marketed for both men and women as a beauty and health tool that could help circulate the blood from the scalp, face, and body. But considering how many texturized add-ons were included with the device, it is believed that a woman's cheeks weren't the only cheeks benefiting. The rolling pin heat massager certainly looks unassuming, but it packed a powerful punch. It produced heat and vibrations. The device seems a little too large to target the peekaboo, but it could be used for indirect stimulation. This 1940s treasure was called the Hollywood Vibratone. It was also referred to as a spot reducer because the manufacturers claimed that it would help you lose weight. The Ostra Stimulax for barbers was a vibrating device you strapped on the back of your hand to deliver powerful sensations wherever it was placed. Sure, it was marketed for barbers to use on customers' scalps, but other people cut on to the benefits pretty quickly, and it took off as a hush-hush whacking the Wookiee toy. In 1952, the American Medical Association declared that hysteria was not an ailment. The downside was the vibrator could no longer be seen as a medical device. 1971, Betty Dodson started to teach Shock the Monkey workshops, focusing on how to use a vibrator. Her weapon of choice back then were two electric vibes, the Prelude and the Panabrator. Now, the Hitachi Magic Wand from Japan is her weapon of choice. It has become the Cadillac of vibrators. 1977, popular sex therapist Joni Blank opened the first store dedicated to vending vibrators in a woman-centered, sex-positive environment called Good Vibration. The late 1990s, Alabama follows Georgia's lead and implements a law outlawing slip and slide toys, punishable by heavy fines or jail time. Could you imagine? Within a few years, the law was overturned, despite the state's argument that women do not have a fundamental or constitutional right to items used for sexual pleasure. Current day Texas, you can't own 6 or more Slaying the Dragon toys. I don't know how they would enforce that. Like, you're going to put someone's picture up in a store. You can have as many guns as you want, but you can have no more than 5 toys. Let that sink in for a second. In 1983, Japanese toy company Vibratex invented the now iconic rabbit. There was one problem. Japanese manufacturers were not allowed to make outright tromboning toys, so they got around this pesky rule by shaping them into animals. The Pearl Rabbit featured a rotating band of pearls that added extra stimulation and became insanely popular after Charlotte used it on Sex and the City in 1998. Today, Waka Waka toys are a multi-billion-dollar industry, which is expected to reach $52 billion in 2026 from $15 billion in 2015. And for the giveaway you have been waiting for, my friends at Bellesa, a company by women for women, is offering another giveaway. Every single person who signs up using the link in my bio is going to get either a free toy or a gift certificate. And if you live in Alabama, Georgia, or Texas, and get all your friends together, show them